Today's episode is brought to you by Epic Eyewear. Epic Eyewear offers some of the best quality sunglasses at an affordable price for all. Are you tired of dealing with large corporate companies? With Epic Eyewear, they deliver quality customer service as a small business would offer. As a testament to their product, Epic Eyewear stands behind their product 100% with a no-hassle warranty. They also offer free returns and exchanges. So if you're in the market for new sunglasses, check out epiceyewear.com. Female, veteran-owned, and made in the USA. Use the promo code WHISTLE10 for 10% off of your next purchase.
Tonight is September 18th. We got 4 horsemen in the garage today recording. It's me, Paulo.
I'm Foy.
I'm Rekka.
And I'm the gardener.
a.k.a. the
Toot
Diesel.
toot. Here comes the Dees.
Oh, Diesel?
Well, I gotta throw my own little thing on
He has
it.
trouble. He forgets his
No.
okay.
The
Well,
ELs?
we definitely said I was gonna mess up the name, and so there it is.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Toot toot. Good to have you, buddy. This,
Good to be here.
yes. So, I got a loud table.
Yeah, you do. Don't hit the table.
We got a different little setup in the garage,
Yeah.
but it's working out.
It's definitely more comfortable. Once we get rid of this couch and get some like comfy lounge chairs, it'll be more
It'll
professional.
happen. It will happen.
It will be no more recording. It'll be video games and
Yeah.
sleeping over here. Yeah.
Hey,
Paul already does that on the other couch.
dude, this couch is already cleaner than the other couch.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. We're just going to leave it at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, let's throw a big shout out for our boy, though. Happy birthday, Mr. Foy. Yesterday was your
Yes,
birthday.
happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you.
Yes. How old are you?
35.
Wow.
Damn,
we
you're
had
young.
Worthless.
meatloaf, corn souffle,
Mm.
honey dressing salad,
Mashed potatoes.
taters,
You gotta have
gravy.
taters.
It was
Gotta
a
have
good. It
taters.
was a good meal. It was quick. It was easy, and it was fun with friends.
More than halfway to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
I'm on the downslope.
And then we
to 40.
played 90s movie trivia
Guess who won
or
that
90s
game?
trivia.
Guess
of
who won
course.
that game?
Yeah.
This
I would
guy.
imagine you.
His
Anything to
son
do with the
almost
movie.
made a comeback and beat him.
My son
Oh, really?
came in from nowhere.
Nowhere
And
and
just-
started answering questions and deep ones that no one, like, people were stumbling
He-
on.
Like, what kind of creature did Laura Croft not face in Tomb Raider? It was a grizzly bear, a T-Rex, something else, and a shark. He comes right in.
Dude,
Shark.
So Tomb Raider. So speaking of that, have you seen the latest one? Like, I think I watched it on Netflix. A couple
I like
days
the
ago.
new one. The new one's
The
actually
new one's
decent.
not bad,
It's a lot better than the Angelina Jolie one.
but I like the Angelina
I
Jolie
did
ones because
not.
I like what's his name, Chris Voight, or no, John Voight.
That's her dad.
Yes, in the movies. So I'm a John Voight fan. He's always he's first off coach. What's in Varsity Blues?
Oh, Bud Kilmer.
Bud
Bud
Kilmer,
Kilmer.
dude, great role. I'm a John Voight guy.
I
for
like
sure.
him in Anaconda.
And
Yeah.
he's such a bad.
Yes.
Like, I love him in like B grade movies. He's great in B grade.
Like he's got a Spanish accent.
He's got the worst
in it.
accents always.
Yeah.
You see that right there? He's like Pacino from Scarface.
But he's been in great. Was
The
he in
poor
Deer
man's
Hunter?
Pacino.
Huh?
He was in Deer Hunter too, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think he was.
I'm telling you, John Voight, great. Deliverance, was he in Deliverance?
That
Nah,
is
well,
Burt Reynolds,
yeah.
and
I think John Voight's in Deliverance.
I don't think so.
I don't
think so,
I'd
yeah.
have to look.
I'm
it up.
looking it up. I'll do it.
Look it
On a
up.
movie note,
Yeah.
remakes of movies.
Remakes of movies are
I
happening.
saw the other day that it was Princess Bride.
Oh,
Terrible idea.
like, did I even love that movie that much?
I did.
But it's grown. It grows on me. It's gotten better. When I was in high school,
It's a cult classic.
And then
That's
you-
what
for a
it is.
reason.
And cult classic movies can be actually really good or be really bad.
all those
sometimes.
actors are like cult classic type actors. And
Who plays Andre the
no,
Giant in the, reboot?
the Mountain.
Half Thor? No way. He'd be terrible.
What?
No, it would have to be like Kane or
But someone that big.
It's
It,
gotta-
it would be him, but his character sucks.
That's
That's how good Andre the Giant was. That's how good Andre
The
was.
giant.
I
There's
no idea.
there's only so many what you could say are really well put together movies for their time, for their era, for their genre, and that's one of them. Don't go and fuck
Yeah,
this
it's like
up,
even
you
Billy
know?
Crystal and was it Laura Ratner and like all the people that were others in that movie.
oh yeah, like the people reading the story, right?
Oh yeah, Columbo, one of my favorites.
Right. What's his name? Well, he had one eye, right?
Yeah,
Only one
I
eye
forget
worked.
his name, but I love that his dog's name was Dog. I always bring him up. Hey, Dog.
But it's
But
like
what other movie remakes are there? Or TV? Wait, so weren't we
Well,
talking
we
about
were
a
just
TV
talking
show?
about this. So there's TV shows coming out that are being remade. One of them is Saved by the Bell,
terrible.
remaking it.
No,
Another
what?
one is-
What's so?
Were you
in
old
Saved the-
enough there, Mr. 35, to Saved by the
I
Bell?
watched Saved by the Bell. Screech.
Give me, Sean, sing the song, the intro song.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh,
It's all right
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you're Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. So you
But
got.
so
you
so
got
here
Zach
we go.
Morris gonna
On
be
every
the governor.
remake, so let's just say by the Bell. Who is the one that's going to be the hardest to replace, or the
Well-
character is so classic that like why try to replace that
Well,
person?
when we talk about Saved by the Bell, they're bringing back almost the whole original cast to play
Oh.
parts in it.
Screech is gonna. I don't want to watch Screech on TV,
Right. Well, he had his.
but I want to see.
Fame
Who,
and his
I do want to
little-
see Lisa
his
Turtle.
little-
Guy Diamond
in his
or-
little adult
yeah.
world.
Lisa Turtle. Is that
Yes.
Tiffany Amber?
Lark, no,
No.
that's Lark
Thiessen?
Voorhees.
No.
Tiffany
Okay.
Amber Thiessen's in Saved by the Bell. isn't
Yeah,
she?
she
Yeah,
was.
she
She
was.
was Kelly.
She's Kelly Kapowski.
She was Kelly Kapowski.
But she's
Yes.
not.
Oh,
she's
you
for-
like
she's-
Lisa Turtle.
Yeah, she's the black girl.
Yeah, that's
Isn't that Stacey
Yes.
Dash?
no,
That's
no,
No,
I
yeah.
just
Stacey
said her
Dash
name.
is
Lark
Clueless.
Voorhees. Lark Voorhees.
Lark
That's her
Whoever.
Voorhees.
Yes.
And then
But
Striptease.
Elizabeth Hurley and Mario, what's his name?
Mario Lopez is still
they're
the most
for
famous
sure
guy.
signed on to
Is that-
come back for
Yeah,
sure.
For me and for like you, it's like they were like
Mhm.
our age.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
14.
yeah.
They were
We were
14.
crushing
They were
them.
just like
We
no.
were
I
crushing
was like
them.
in junior high when they were in high
And then
school.
remember when Showgirls came out, Elizabeth Hurley, and we're like, what? you
Dude,
can see her boobs?
Elizabeth
Never saw
Hurley.
that movie.
Oh, you never
You
seen that? Oh,
never-
you got to see her boobs. Okay, exactly.
Yep.
And another one that's being remade that I found out was Punky Brewster.
Why?
And-
And,
And they're
now.
bringing, they're bringing
Who
her
knows
back.
the person's name? What's her
Haley
name?
Moon,
Soleil Moon
Soul
Frye.
Frye.
Soleil Moon
for
Frye, that's
for
right.
me, that was my first celebrity crush.
Yes.
Okay.
Was,
I w- I'm-
was
I'm right
Soleil
with
Moon
you.
Fry.
All right.
And in
So wait, can I jump in with celebrity
Paulo,
crush?
you're
I'm
fucking
sorry,
interrupting
Samantha
like-
from Who's the Boss, and so I want them at the same time.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
was gonna go into my first celebrity crush. I don't know who it was, but you ever watched the show Just the 10 of Us?
No.
I know of it, but no.
It was like just a
Which
ABC
one of the 8 or were
Dude, I cannot remember which one it was, but it was one of the sisters. She was super hot. Oh, at least I was
I'm
like
trying
8.
to think. I don't
Right.
remember the
Dude,
show.
I'd have to like go back and look. I haven't thought about that show in like forever.
I can't even think of it.
Okay, go ahead.
they? What was Punky Brewster? Like 85,
It was-
86?
Is it late
Oh,
80s?
yeah.
yeah.
And it
Is
wasn't
that
many
like-
seasons, but it
So
was
she's
like
coming back. She's gonna play a grown-up Punky
Wait,
Brewster.
so I don't need to see her either. It was
Yeah.
I was 12 and she was 15. That was awesome.
no.
great. You've kept up well.
So my crush would have
Yeah,
been
great.
Alyssa Milano
oh yeah.
Oh,
in
and
Commando.
oh, dude, that was a great movie. Stick around, Bennett.
Yes.
Well, hey,
Yes.
actually, who's the girl? They're making Bad Boys.
Okay, so they are remaking.
Who's the
Bad
girl
Boys.
from Bad Boys 1? She was No.
Tia Leone.
Tia Leone.
Yeah.
She in that movie, just in that movie with the short miniskirt,
Yeah.
Well, so
long leg. She was money, bro.
I have
Well,
not
with-
seen that movie.
Well, with
You've
Bad
never seen
Boys,
Bad Boys 1?
really. So with Bad Boys, they actually have a spin-off with his sister from the last one.
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah,
right?
Gabrielle Union, and I don't know who the other girl is. I can't think right now, and I know who she is, but I can't think right now. It's Jessica Alba. They have a show like right now. I don't know what channel it's running on, and it's literally she's playing his sister, and is like a cop in LA now with Jessica Alba, and they're like detectives. And
Thank
that's
God
kind
they
of
brought
like a
on Jessica
spin-off.
Alba, but still, like, is she?
I
When
like
was
her.
she the hottest?
Jessica Alba.
Dark
She's-
Angel
Oh.
or Idle Hands, because she was hot in Idle Hands.
I
Remember,
don't think
she-
she's ever not been hot.
No, but in Idle Hands, there was just something about her because she wore like that nightgown, little like short, like I'm going to bed.
That's
the
like
whole
saying Halle Berry's hotter in Monsters Ball than like Swordfish.
time. Swordfish is
'Cause she
she's
gives
the
it up.
hottest.
Yeah.
She's the hottest in
Like,
Swordfish.
it's a crazy scene, but she's hotter in this movie.
Swordfish, she was just man.
Banging hot in Swordfish.
Which one is Jessica Alba?
She's the one married to
I don't know. She
I mean, like,
Cash-
give me something current. She a
Uh,
Marvel character? Is she a
no.
something?
Yes,
What-
she was a Fantastic Four character.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
she's the
yeah.
Invisible
Yes, I
Woman.
know who she is. Okay.
She's hot.
All right. Let me think.
Yep.
She's from Pomona, by the way. Just
Okay.
in case you guys want to know.
She's an NBA fan. She makes it to Warriors games,
Well, of
and
course.
which other one? Clippers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Clippers.
she's like, she yeah. Jessica Alba. She's
Any other remakes that you guys can think of off the top?
What
There
about
was another one.
what about a remake you would want to see
Oh,
that
wanna
hasn't
see.
been remade?
Ooh. Now it's putting people on the spot.
It is kind of put in the spot, but in general, like what were
Alright,
shows
so what would be your remake if you could pick one?
an action remake? Would it be
Anything.
a comedy?
Could
Like,
be
can you
TV
remake
or
Ace
movie.
Ventura? Can anyone
No.
be in Ace
No.
Ventura?
No.
No.
Nobody's Jim Carrey.
But I love that show. Jim
Show.
I mean,
Show.
movie. You know what I mean? Like,
So Diesel, if you could make one remake, anything, it could be a TV show, a movie, whatever. What would you remake?
If I could, if it could be perfect, it would be the cartoon GI Joe, or
Oh, yes.
even more specifically, or different, completely different.
Yes.
He-Man.
He-Man.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
there's been a
shit.
movie
I'm
with Dolph Lundgren.
Okay,
right?
but there's also another movie that's coming out next year that's a remake of He-Man, and it's actually gonna be Master of the Universe, and this time
That's
it's gonna
awesome.
be set in He-Man's world. Not
Is it
in, the real
a
world.
cartoon?
No,
or
it won't be a live
No.
action. It'll be like full on real people.
I want a cartoon.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I would want to see is another step in Neverending Story. I want to see Falcor.
You would want that.
I like it.
All right. So
Read me.
I like it.
All right, Foy,
Columbo's
what
in that
would
one
be
too,
yours?
right?
Foy.
Columbo's reading the book in that one.
Columbo's name is
Anyone look it up?
One-Eyed Willie. Don't look it up.
One-Eyed
We'll think of
Willie.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Let the synapse happen in your brain.
Foy, what would be your remake?
that's a tough call.
Peter Falk.
Falk, yeah.
You just murdered it.
Boom. That
Boom.
just happened. Two.
That
He
Two.
put
Two.
two.
I
Give
let,
it up.
I let the synapses happen, Paula.
Nice.
All right, Foy, where we at, baby?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if you could replace the main guy in this show, but Knight Rider.
Okay, okay.
I know it's Hasselhoff, and then
I'm sure
Hasselhoff.
You
whose
can-
voice would be awesome for Kit?
You gotta use the same voice, right?
No,
You changed the voice?
you absolutely changed the voice.
I would use
me.
No.
I would-
The guy from
If
Work.
anybody's listening, it would
I
be
want
me.
I want Stewie from Family Guy.
You want Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah.
No.
He
for,
would murder. Yes.
for Kit. I would probably want what the hell's the guy's name from Workaholics? It's Adam.
Oh, okay.
He's in
know who
Righteous
you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're
Gemstones.
talking about.
He played on Modern Family.
Like Pitch Perfect guy.
Yeah, Pitch Perfect guy.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's funny. In Pitch
it's
Perfect.
Adam something. Adam something.
Yeah.
And
You're
then
looking at the wrong guy.
who would play David Hasselhoff?
The Rock.
Wow.
David Hasselhoff.
They-
Nah.
what car is Kit? What is he kind of based off of? How unique is he?
It would
you know?
probably be like a Tesla these days.
Well, how about the new Corvette?
Oh, that's a smart idea.
the
Sean.
new Corvette.
The new
How about
mid-engine
you
Corvette.
just set the movie,
mid-engine Corvette
set the
or
movie
the
in
Tesla.
the early '80s and roll with it?
Yeah.
I mean, just
Right.
run
Just
that Trans Am. There's only one. It's not a Corvette. It's not going to be a Viper or something or a.
Right.
It's going to be.
It
that
was built
Corvette.
for that red light. And
Dude,
you know what? I think
I
they
love
did
the
remake
theme,
it.
Set the
the
movie.
theme music.
I think they remade it like early 2000s.
You know what they did remake that I liked? I'm pretty sure they did. Either that or I'm just tripping fucking hard. The Conan. The Conan
the
remake.
Barbarian?
Conan,
They did.
The Conan remake.
They did.
That was
Uh-huh.
actually pretty good.
Conan,
I've been
yeah.
looking for it to watch it again, and I can't find it anywhere.
Who played Conan?
Some relatively unknown guy.
Cool.
Well, so Arnold movies get remade.
Except for Commando, you can't remake that shit.
Yes.
Blow off some steam, Bennett.
Well, especially for Wrecker here, because Alyssa Milano will be
Yes.
somebody will
Oh
ruin
my
his.
Yes.
But some of the best lines too, the best Arnold lines.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't relatively unknown. It was Jason Momoa.
Momoa,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Aquaman
Okay.
played him.
Uh-huh.
I totally shit the bed on that one.
Well, maybe it was unknown at the time.
Well, it was in at the time.
Yeah, it was 2011. That
Right
was
now.
pre-Game of Thrones.
Paulo, what do you got?
For remakes,
Oh, he said
remake.
Never Ending Story.
I got
You're up.
I'm
Shit, if I had to
Exactly.
pick, and you guys are gonna hate me because I would never want to see it remade, but I'm just gonna say it because we're a sports show. Realistically, that's what we're talking about. Remake the fucking program.
Ooh.
They'll murder it, but remake it. Let's see what you could do with it in modern
we
day.
need one more badass football movie.
Well,
Not the feel. I don't want the feel good. I
Well,
want
that's
the,
it, right? You,
And I don't want
you
Blue Mountain
something
State.
that's straight to the point. So you can't do like an any given Sunday or something like that.
But the locker
or
room is not
first
the
and
same.
10. You want some hard nosed shit. And the one thing with the program it gave you, it had just a little spin on everything in that college life. But football was.
I'll
the
tell you
front
what,
runner.
man. I don't think what locker rooms are like right now sell in movies.
No,
Locker
they're
rooms in that era, that's
Yeah.
what it was like.
Right.
Before
That's what it
everybody-
was like.
Before everybody had these fancy ass lockers
Yeah.
with PlayStations
Yeah, yeah.
and couches.
They
and
had
lounge
big boom
rooms.
boxes.
Well, that's why I threw the disclaimer on it. I don't think you could do it, but if I
Yeah.
had a choice,
Social media
I
ruins
would like
it.
to see it.
You know
I
what
would
I mean?
like to see
social
something like that.
social media and just like bad taste of like how's it, you know.
Or Rad. Rad would be another good one to remake.
Send Me an Angel.
Yes, a lot of people ain't seen that movie.
Oh,
It's so
talk.
good.
Hey, so what's the girl's name that's getting
That's Lori Loughlin
Lori Loughlin and
from Full House.
and what's his name?
Melissa Flockhart.
The mom from that got she's going to jail for 14 days for
Felicity Huffman.
Felicity
Yeah.
Huffman. Yeah,
That's
the
what's his name?
shameless
William
husband
H.
Fargo.
William H. Macy.
Correct. William H Macy's wife. oh, I have to go to jail and I'm gonna do my time. It's 14 days.
2 weeks.
It's
And
14 days.
Right.
3 counts as 1, so you're gonna do 9 days,
Right.
8 days.
Yeah,
And she's gonna be in like the country club
she's in a
one.
country club.
Right.
She's on
gonna
the
do
farm.
so-
She's not allowed to bring her
But
9
also, it's
iron
Jesse's
and her
wife.
8 iron there.
But
Yeah.
she's allowed to have the driver.
It's only a 3 club.
Driver.
It's only a
Driver.
3 club
Yeah,
bag.
driver
you bring
bag
your
limit.
Sean.
Yes.
You're playing. What do you bring? What's
Bring
the
your
3 you
top
bring?
3 clubs.
You bring your driver. You bring
If I have
a 3 and a
clubs,
yeah.
Five
Right.
iron
to play
and-
to
all right,
play
so
18.
if I'm bringing a hybrid, 3 or 4 hybrid,
All right.
probably.
You putt with your driver.
No, I wouldn't putt with my driver.
Oh,
I
you
wouldn't.
bring-
I wouldn't bring my
would
driver.
you putt with hybrid?
He's bringing a
I
hybrid.
would. I would putt with the hybrid. I'd bring the hybrid to give me some distance. I'd probably bring like a 7 iron and a
Yep.
wedge.
I think I'd have to agree, 100%.
I am just learning. I would not know what I would bring a cooler. I would bring
Yes.
An empty cooler,
sunblock,
hoping somebody else brought beer.
and and mic.
Typical
Make sure
Paulo.
my phone, a charger and or a speaker.
And enough balls because I'm going to blast them so out of the park.
And not blow out a knee.
Yeah, I know. When are you realistically looking at getting back into on the golf course?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Well, it's
6
at
to
least
9
six. It's
at
at least 6 months.
How much
away.
money is this surgery saving you next year?
Well, it's saving me this year because I haven't played one round.
Does
of
that
fucking
golf money go to a hunting fund?
No, it goes nowhere because I'm not working right now.
Oh, I know. Oh well,
Oh well.
there
C'est
we
la
go.
vie.
That just got really
Yeah,
sad.
thanks, Paul. Thanks for bringing me down.
Sucks to be you.
Hey, so that knee over there that you can't even stretch out there, how's it feeling? Good. Looks good.
So speaking of injuries, what a fucking week for injuries, huh?
Holy shit, dude!
Like
I think we're gonna see some guys hang it up.
Yeah.
I it's for sure.
All right, let's not start with the injury first.
Okay.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Eli Manning.
Wait, we had major New York Giant chat group this morning.
Yeah, Eli Manning has been replaced as the starter.
Right.
Fucking Daniel Jones.
I like
Game 3.
I like that the Giants are doing that. They're like, fuck it.
I've got to ask, did Eli have a... I did not watch any of that game. I didn't even watch the highlights. Did he
so
suck?
so
Did
here's
they have
the
a
thing.
chance to... Their line looks good, and Saquon is really good.
He's talent.
So
And they have was it Shepard?
are
No,
they
he was out.
are they going with like baptism by fire thing, or are they, hey, we can
No, they're going baptism
can-
by fire,
we
100%.
can we can win maybe a little bit with our offensive line and our
See,
running back,
Or are
Here-
they getting the pressure from the fans and all this BS?
or
and-
that. Yeah.
Here's the thing. The offense isn't the problem right now.
Right.
The defense can't stop fucking anybody. Oscar was spitting out stats. Giants' total offense is like 12th in the league. Passing's at like 11th, rushing's 8th or 9th or something.
Well, yeah. I
Now,
mean,
granted, after 2 games,
Yes.
right?
The defense defense is ranked in like the 28 to 32, somewhere in there. They can't stop anybody. They can't fucking cover the pass.
Granted, after
2 games.
2 games.
Well,
Exactly.
and I think we can't say, well, the fans are calling for it because the fans didn't even like the pick. I don't think it's the New York
It's
fans.
New York though.
But-
New Yorkers and Philadelphians don't like any picks.
Well, Philadelphia don't like anybody, first off, and we're going to have this conversation. Secondly, they don't even like Santa. Come on now. No, I think what it is in New York is the time was going to come, and everybody probably figured around like week 6, like, look, we're not going to win anything, so you make the trigger pull then. I think realistically from the Giants standpoint is if you're this company or this franchise and you draft a quarterback like that, you get all this backlash. Why wait till week 6 if you're 0-6 to plug him in? And let's just say, in a perfect world, the guy comes in, he wins 3 games in a row, and you go, why you didn't pull the trigger sooner and make that happen? So you do it now after week 2. You go ahead and you make it happen. If the guy wins, you look like the savior. Look, we knew what we were doing when we drafted the guy. If the guy sucks, it flips to the other side, and it's like, why did you do it? We wanted to see what he could do. We're trying to spark life back into the program.
I'm going for a stretch here. Could it be something else like, hey, maybe we're also saving Eli for this year? Let's kind of like rotate the
no,
quarterback.
he's
they're
gonna
looking
be
to
gone.
move him.
He'll be
Here's-
gone.
Is he going to be so? Okay, go ahead. We'll come back to Eli then. and
Here's what
his
you're doing as a
future.
GM. You're going, listen, I'm going to see what this number 5 draft pick is going to do.
Right.
And I'm going to throw him right now. Like I said, we have a good offensive line. We have a great running back.
Yeah.
Screw it. So if we're throwing every fucking down, what's it matter because our defense sucks? If we're down by, let this kid throw, let him see let's see what we invested in. And if it doesn't work, maybe like not only do we lose, but we have a draft pick next year. We can maybe get
Right.
another
Help him
quarterback.
out.
And you know what? That's happened. Arizona Cardinals draft somebody and then ditch them, and it's like
Josh
Right.
Rosen.
that happens now. That happens
yeah.
now. So
Quarterback is super deep with the talent that comes out every year.
Yes.
It's like there's always a guy.
and maybe you trade Eli late in the season to some contender that needs a backup.
Yeah, there's
that,
rumor of the
that
whole.
that gets you a draft pick next year that gets you
Well,
a defensive player.
people think Saints because he's got ties to New Orleans, and
Yeah,
and then there's people who are like Pittsburgh needs a
Eli
quarterback.
the Savior coming into New Orleans.
But it's crazy.
Just don't send him to Miami. Are they still?
So
franchise?
well,
Oh.
this is what really people are talking about. Is he going to get sent to the Hall of Fame?
I think
as
he
much
should.
as it
Two
pains me to
time-
say,
But
He
it no,
should.
but not. I think I want to be 50 when I see it. He doesn't. He's got to wait. He's got. I
third ballot.
I don't think it should pain you. I mean, he's played for a number of years.
Yes.
His stats don't lie.
In a modern day big city where the eyeballs on you all the time,
Yeah.
Yep.
and he's won two Super
Two
Bowls,
Super Bowls. Yep.
and he
And he
knocked
beat
it,
the man.
and he beat the Patriots.
Yes.
That is
The best team
twice.
potentially of all
Oh.
time. Yeah.
No, I just love the 16-0 one. The whole Miami Dolphins. thing.
18-1.
Yeah.
The Miami
Dolphins,
Dolphins.
16-0.
What about the
Yeah.
Dolphins, guys, in that whole
Well,
debacle?
Well,
Let's
let's
go.
get
Okay.
to that.
Yeah.
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 Let's keep going with the injuries because we still got a couple to talk about.
Man.
But again, like I said, it does pain me. But the reason it pains me is because anybody who cries on draft day because they don't want to go to a team,
I hate
just
that.
But you know
Pisses
what? That's
me
what
off.
his face has been like his whole career. It's like what a weird guy to be in New York, but he held it down.
Man, he did.
He held
I mean,
it
his
down.
numbers are fucking. I mean, he's 8th all time in passing. He's got like 57,000 yards, and he's 2 Super Bowls. I forget where he ranks with the touchdown list, but the dude's going to the Hall for sure.
Yeah, he should be. He should.
But it's like
He's got to
then-
wait a little bit,
Then you compare him to a guy like Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers is going to go to the Hall.
but no, he's got to wait too.
He's going to wait too, but his,
No-
big knock
no
is he's got
rings.
no rings.
And no playoff, not a lot of playoff wins.
And he has to afford more children here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motherfuckers
well,
got,
14?
11 or 12 Baker's dozen. I mean,
Damn it.
dude, just pumping them out. All right, so next injury. Let's keep it in New Orleans. Drew Brees,
Drew
injured
Brees
thumb.
is out.
He broke his thumb. He had surgery. He tried to give a thumbs up today on Instagram.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Worth keeping him on. And you just throw him into the.
No. The Saints do not get rid of Drew Brees.
No, you don't get rid of Drew Brees, and you got to remember too. The other thing is he has a thumb injury on his throwing hand, so you could say 6 weeks all you want.
Yeah, that's at
but,
least like
I mean,
8 to
great,
10.
Or
But is Hill starting then?
No, Hill's not. No.
They're talking Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
go with
I think-
Teddy. That's why you pay him all that
I think
money.
Teddy Bridgewater is a
Service.
All I
decent
do is
quarterback
see him
as
knocked
far
out.
as I've seen.
Well, he's serviceable, and here's the thing: Hill is your like I throw him in here, I put him there, wildcat or whatever you want to, wherever you want to put him. But the dude is not an NFL every down quarterback.
No, he's not going to sit. He's not a drop back passer.
No,
You know,
he's
gonna-
a one-off. He's a one-off guy.
He's like an Eric Crouch.
Yeah.
You know, he's that guy that's going to look to run quick and put his shoulder down. I mean, the dude's a freak athlete. Everybody says it. He's the best athlete on that fucking team.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring people who have brought up and Stephen A. Smith, and I'm being a Niner, Colin Kaepernick. This is what I'm thinking.
Well, he
If-
said
if,
today
if
he's
anyone
gonna be a
picks him
backup.
up, cool. But if he doesn't get picked up in this after this year,
It's never going to
done.
happen.
It's done.
never going to happen.
It's,
well,
it's
he
gone.
came out today and through his agent and said he would be okay being a backup because that was his big thing. A lot of people want to make a big thing about Colin Kaepernick. His whole thing was I can come in and start for somebody. Today, I think the writing's on the wall for him. Like, dude, if you ever want a shot, you're gonna have to be a backup somewhere and work your way back into a starting
or
role.
wait. Just
I mean, what's he been out of the league? 3 years?
4 years, right?
Is it
I
3 or
think it's
4
4.
years?
well, if he doesn't play this year, I think it's 4. But I think it's been 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Kaepernick's a good athlete, but throwing the ball when it counts, I mean, especially with the hiatus, I don't care how much you go out and you run routes with guys, it's not replicating game tempo.
Especially not NFL game. tempo.
Exactly. I mean, you can go out, look great in workouts all you want,
Yes.
man, but once you get on that field, it's different.
Well, how many guys pass the eye test in their college workout and then they come to the NFL
And they shit the
it's
bed.
like, oh
Yeah.
my god, they suck.
Well, did he not have one decent year in the NFL? And
He had a
was it the
couple.
classic? We figured out what this guy can and cannot do, and we game plan to him. Or
Well,
was
I think that's
or
typically
did he fall
what
on
happens.
some odd times, and the 49ers sucked? And
You know, that's the tough thing with Cap. You know, it's like He balled that year they went to the Super Bowl
Right.
against the Ravens. I mean,
And the year before when they pulled Alex for him,
That's
they
what
had
I'm saying.
they had some
Did
special
he-
moments. Yeah.
Was it a we figured this guy out type of thing in the like RG3, or was it 49ers started to lose talent around him and
very good point. It's a very good point.
I think
mean,
Niners just from the front office had problems. Like they didn't,
organization. They were
organizational. The whole what was his name?
so had he been drafted somewhere else,
or
he would still
what's
be
the GM's
playing.
name?
Possibly.
Possibly. No, I mean the guy is talented. I mean, come on now. The guy,
DeBartolo?
you mean
No,
Lynch?
no.
Lynch
From
was
recently, no, before Lynch,
there. Oh, I don't even.
the one
know.
they fired for Lynch.
I don't remember.
Anyways,
I don't
he
mind
was
his
talking.
political stance. It's like you would think that guy would get at least like an invite somewhere.
Right?
Come
Well,
in.
what the Seahawks tried him out, right?
Did they?
I don't. I've never
I-
heard that.
Years ago, like
Like 19.
Wait,
99?
wait, who are we talking about?
Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why are you saying 1999?
Well, I don't know. When
Shit,
they,
because
no,
why
this-
did you just say you said some year in Seahawks?
Yeah,
so.
the Seahawks. Like
They might.
Pete
have.
Carroll looked at him,
He might have.
and
So-
then
I
they asked him,
figured
"Are
I
you still
figured
gonna
if Ford
Are you
didn't
still gonna
know-
take a knee?" He said yes, and so they're like, "So we're not gonna take you."
so here's the thing with
Pete-
Kaepernick.
Yeah,
It's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know,
Right, right.
he brings a lot of baggage with him.
Yes.
I think it has to be the right
How
organization.
long have you been waiting to use that, or do you use that often?
I don't use that ever.
That was
That's
The
a
juice
girl
and the
next
squeeze?
door reference.
Wow.
But honestly, it's like, Kaepernick's a great athlete, and he could play the game. I'm not doubting his talent, his arm, any of that. But it's like, is this the kind of guy you want to bring to your locker room to lead your team or be the backup for your team? Do you want to be under that spotlight?
I think if you bring him in as a backup, you deal with it, right? Because the spotlight's not as bright when they're not the starter. When they're the starter, that spotlight is so damn huge, and I don't think you bring somebody into your organization.
I think if he gets a
that
chance,
puts himself in
he
front
has
of
to
it.
win.
I don't.
He's got a short leash. Whatever it is, it's a short leash. If you get the chance, win, and then who gives a fuck? Because
Even
Well,
winning
they'll still give a fuck.
a little bit, but if you're winning, it don't matter. He's gonna stay in the game.
I don't think he's gonna. If you're talking about being a backup,
Right.
so I think like if any loss that starter has,
Oh,
one or
yeah.
two in a row,
Right.
there's going to be people that understand what it means. The Twitter and the this
yeah,
and
the
the groundswell
social media, yes.
of he needs to play.
Yeah,
He needs
put
to
him in.
play. He needs to come back and make his redemption.
Yeah.
and that will be incredible. You could lose 3 or 4 games in a row, whatever team he goes to, and it could be for other circumstances, and it would just be
Dude, yeah,
amazing
the
pressure.
undue
amazing pressure.
the undue pressure put on for him. I mean, even if he is the backup, the spotlight would still be on him because you're the team that picked
Oh,
him up.
absolutely.
I would say this would be the most, other than maybe Jordan coming back after retirement, this would be the biggest spotlight on a player in American professional sports in terms of media.
Well, I
And-
think Ali would be the first one, and that would,
Yeah,
and then it would
I
be
think
this.
things have changed.
Yeah,
I
right.
think things
In
have changed.
In
I
terms of
think
information, social media, like exposure.
Right.
there would be news crews assigned to him.
Well, of course. I mean,
Every
like
practice,
like
every day.
you can go back a couple years when Vic came back from what he did. The
Right.
media. I mean, I remember being at Oakland Raiders Stadium and they played the Eagles, and the cameras that were just and you have both sides. So you had the people there with the cameras that were like, they were watching the people that were like, I can't believe you let this dog killer play. Da 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 da. And then you had the other news media that was there for like, can this guy come back and be successful and show that he changed? And the crazy thing was he wasn't playing a down that day. Like he didn't play a whole down. I mean, I went to the game. I was there. And it's like the dude never even got on the field. But the media attention, and we're talking, what was that, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
The media attention at that time. And what the Diesel's saying is like, when you think about it now and today,
It's super amplified.
in
Toot,
this
toot.
world, yeah, you got, like we said, you got all the social media. You're gonna have media, and we live in a world now where media is based off not just CBS, ABC, NBC. You've got all these like
You ever
private
got Tom, Dick, and
companies.
Harry?
Yeah, you
fucking
got
trying to
private
report on
companies.
everything.
Yeah, we're talking
TMZ.
about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got TMZ and all these other companies. Everybody can afford a camera now because you can go on Amazon and get it.
Shit, use your phone.
What's
Yeah.
Amazon?
Amazon. It's a new thing. So but you got all these people that can show up and they're their own media now. So yeah, you're right.
Any other
it would be
comebacks?
crazy.
Like media, like pulled out, like who went
Mario
to prison?
Lemieux?
Mike Tyson. Mike
Mario
Tyson.
How
Lemieux?
about this? I got one.
I think Mike Tyson was a big one.
Ray Caruth if he came back.
So that if
He just got out,
He
right?
is out. He's
that's
out.
insane to me.
He's got to be my age right
He
now.
is your age.
right?
He's
He
our age.
has to be because
Yeah.
he was.
No, he's actually.
He's
he'd
one of
be
those guys
your
I
age.
remember being.
No, I think he's older
or
than
like
me.
maybe 2 years older.
I think he's
because
older
in
than me.
between. I was out of high school when that whole thing happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he's like,
No, I think the only things that would rival that, but in terms of you can't. Let's say that Jordan's second comeback was on Twitter.
right,
You know, that would be,
Huge.
or in the time of Twitter and
right,
things
right,
like
right,
that.
right, right.
That would have been huge because
Oh.
every game would have been scrutinized.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and wins 3 and
Right,
like the Brady, like
Yeah.
screw you all.
Exactly.
You know, I've-
right, right.
Well, even think about it. How long was the gaps between Brady and his Super Bowls? Was it 10 years? That's
Well, let's see. They
that's
won
insane.
in-
And he's on a run. He's like, hey, I'm back on 3 Super Bowls. You
Dude,
know,
the
that's,
mother-
that-
the
That's
it's-
an
mother-
interesting way of looking at it. Like he did. They had
They
had a run.
the
They had
lull.
little.
they
and
still
then
were
a run.
good, but that's
Yeah.
very impressive. To be like,
motherfucker's
yeah,
playing
I
till
won
he's
3 or
45.
4
That's
here,
crazy.
and then I won a 3 and
Fucking
4 10 years later.
Yeah. Dude, Brady is playing for at least 3 to 4 more years.
He doesn't. He doesn't get hit.
No.
Well, look at-
Everything they design these plays and they put guys in the right position to just
He's so
speed,
savvy.
little speed outs, little like.
Well, and the fact that you can't dive by their legs or anything anymore, it's like now
But he
you
was
know.
he had a big knee injury too.
That's when all
That's
the rules.
why.
whole rule.
That's why the
So-
rule was
That's where
put
the
into
Brady
place.
rule came from.
Dude, it was such a bad. But
You
and
even
that guy-
fall by the guys like you could fall outside the tackle in an angle where it looked like you even win it, Brady, and they're throwing a flag.
But see, in today's game, in today's age, the way the business is run, I completely agree with that rule. You're
Well, it's all about
as,
money.
as a business owner, you're invested $100+ million in this guy, and you got people diving at his
and
shins.
they're doing a pretty good job.
But I invest $50 million in a guy to tackle your quarterback.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you better get on his leg and rip
Exactly.
him down.
And but the thing is I'm okay with the diving at the legs. It's when you drive somebody into the ground. That's bullshit. How
Fair
am I-
enough.
How am I going
Fair
to
enough.
Don't call that.
And I'm a
but-
quarterback, ex-quarterback. Yeah, fair
and
enough.
it's like drive him into the ground. That's fine. Don't dive at his fucking knees. I mean, you're a professional athlete. That's why the O line doesn't cut. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't cut block anymore in the NFL because they're worried about injuries. You see somebody get cut in the NFL, you know that D
Dude,
lineman's getting up pissed.
College
Yeah.
players are ballers.
Oh yeah, they got to take that shit. You
Yeah.
sit there and eat it all day.
Those dude. What about look at the quarterback that fucking got hit and
Texas,
spun?
Texas.
You will
That was
never
so
see.
good.
You will never see a
Dude, sell
NFL
out.
quarterback do that.
Sell out. For
That's
your
never
team.
happening.
What a funny transition in high school. You go high school football where you can't cut all over the field.
Yeah,
Then you go to college football
cut anywhere.
where you can cut anywhere on the field. And then it's like you graduate and you're like, oh, I don't get cut anymore.
Right.
This is so
Yeah.
nice. At least like defensive line. Oh,
But
Like-
you just have to aim now though.
right.
Yeah.
You just
But-
have to take on some 350 pound brute.
I remember my first couple of games at junior college. It's like I got these little pencil geek receivers coming at me, diving at my shins,
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
and I'm all, "The fuck is this?" It's
Not
like, "Oh, that's
even.
legal."
You know
It's
when
like,
a tackle
fuck you.
gets tackles and guards getting at your knees,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
insane. That was week one.
Well,
Day
Week
one.
one,
Yeah.
day one. It was day
Day
one,
one,
and
yeah.
I moved up the depth chart day one.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking what's his name? Avery.
Yeah,
Yep. Dude, they took out a kid from Washington, 6'3",
Matt. No, it's Ambry. Matt Ambry.
Ambry. Dude,
No,
and
dude,
we're doing,
well,
hey, they're gonna cut your knees. This is how you defend it. And he didn't get it right off the bat.
No,
So fucking-
and it's
and
great
he blew
because
out.
I remember being down at Mount Sac and like watching the receiver drills, you know, as a quarterback looking over, and they're teaching this
Yeah.
shit. They're teaching you how to run up on like a linebacker and cut his legs.
My friend was saying that they teach the fullbacks if you see the V in terms of the bicep flexing towards you. If you see the V, go for the knee.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That
So
is
when they come in like that, when you see the V,
Yeah.
go
Go
for the knee.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Oh my
That is
That's
Something
awesome.
like that works.
seriously
That
because
works.
they're
'Cause
bracing
if
to
you're
impact.
doing this,
Yeah,
fit them up. But if
Yeah.
you're doing this, if you see the V, go
Go
for the knee.
That
That's
is
awesome.
fucking
That's
awesome.
great.
Oh,
But
man.
hey,
Hey, you know what? Coaching lingo and sayings. You know,
Mhm.
Sean's been helping me out this year. You know, because we're making sure just the program's coming together. And I haven't really got to spend that much time with you. You got some great one-liners, bro. So what were some? You know, what I always like to talk about real quick. Any coach, you don't even have to say his name. You can't say his name. But what was his one-liner that he used? That's your favorite. Like when you think about when you were playing. Do you have any right off the bat? Can you think?
well, it wasn't really like a saying. Well, no, I should say this. My favorite from high school was, as a linebacker, our rule of thumb is hope it's run, shit it's pass. That, like, to me, that has always resonated with me as a
Right.
defensive player, because as a linebacker, you're playing forward, you want to come up and hit people. It's like, oh shit, they're passing, now I gotta turn and run and chase fast guys. That has been like the quintessential thing that just always stays in my mind. It's like,
Mhm.
God, I hope it's run, fuck, it's pass.
You are a linebacker.
Oh,
I
dude,
mean, that
Hey,
is
his whole life is linebacker. He looks
yes.
like out a hallway. He's like, I bet you I could fill that gap. He's like-
And even
he drives like a linebacker. You know what I mean? He's
Oh, I
like,
got that. It's like, even when I'm standing back, like watching my guys work, I'm like, all right, I'm seeing it develop, and it's like one misstep. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This isn't how you take this guy on. And it's just like, it's little things compounded that turns into big things.
yeah.
But that is probably my favorite saying. But there's a couple. I use a couple other ones.
Because you're an old soul, so you have these one-liners.
Well, and
I can't. I wish I remembered a couple, but
Well-
I stopped a couple times. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good one."
Well, that-
just
Foy
doing back
hangs on to
drills.
all that
He,
shit.
he,
Foy's
he
got that
retains all,
memory for
exactly.
that
He's
shit.
like,
I'm a plethora of worthless
"No, you're
information.
the
He-
best
he's got the
recording
brain for
machine."
So it's like if you're on the backside of the run, like they're running away from you, it's like you're the cutback player. You got to be slow to go, and
Right.
you got to know before you go. You know, it's like you can't just go barreling in.
You have
there.
to make these little line.
You have to make them rhyme. You have to.
rhyme.
You have to make them
memorable.
rhyme.
They're memory devices.
Well,
Right.
it's easier for a kid to remember a rhyme.
Right.
You know, it's like you say it a couple of times and it gets you thinking. It's like,
And
there's
now it's a
something-
meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets you thinking, and now it's easier to remember. It's not like, oh, I'm the cutback player, so I can't go pat. Like, you can't draw it out. It's got to
Right,
be quick
right.
to the point, and it's got to like have
It's
some
got to
meaning.
resonate.
Yeah.
Right.
It has to
Like,
resonate.
hey, number 56, stop fucking up.
Yeah.
Pretty much straight to the point.
Hey, why 56, bro?
Yeah.
You look
Is
at
it
my
you?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
shit.
Don't hate on 56. Great number. Hey, let's go back to quarterbacks. What about Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Ben's injury?
I think he's done so. I think we've seen the
That's
last.
I think that's who we were thinking
Really?
about hanging it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he can't come back. He's
He
been
said today, gonna come back stronger than ever.
He
I
don't
would
know
say
that.
Ben's one of those guys though that
But
I
he
feel
also
like
say he didn't did it.
yeah, he said he didn't do it. He's one of
No,
those
he
guys
should have been
though,
dude.
I think with Ben, the problem is he's the guy that's going to be 45, still playing, trying
Nah.
to get
He's gonna
on
be Steve
somewhere.
DeBerg.
Yeah, he's going to try.
He's
going
gonna go to the Hall of Fame before Eli.
But the thing is with Ben, if you're going to have the situation where like there's certain people that should know when to hang it up, and dude, you got to know when to hang it up. And he's going to be that guy that he's like the Brett Favre. He's just going to keep playing.
You're
He's
a
gonna
big.
realize- I don't-
You're a
yeah.
big body pocket
But-
passer. They're gonna Tommy John that shit,
Yeah.
and he'll be back in 18 months. And
Why
I don't
though?
think 18 months. I think it'll be sooner than 18 months. I don't think it's gonna be the length of like a baseball injury, because
Right.
baseball guys are coming
but he's
back
gonna
in,
be.
like,
He's
10.
such a big body. It's gonna be like Manning in his later
Right.
years. Like he's gonna have to throw the ball 3 seconds before any other quarterback ever. He like snaps the ball
Yeah.
and he's just throws it.
Right,
What do you-
but Pittsburgh don't work that way. Their offense has never worked that way, and to change it is going to be tough for them.
What do you think that's gonna do for his deep ball? Because he's got a cannon. I mean, you look at Peyton Manning after shoulder surgery
terrible.
coming back. Like, he couldn't throw the ball more than 25 yards.
Yeah, but this is an elbow.
Elbow is different
This
than
is
a
Tommy.
shoulder.
He could get a Tommy. Is he?
I mean,
getting
look
Tommy
at that.
Johns?
I saw a movie the other day, Rookie. That kid came in and threw the ball so fast.
Dude, it's true though. There's
so
multiple
stupid.
stories like this.
You're so stupid because he didn't even catch on it. There's no story like the rookie and what he's talking about.
The baseball one with Dennis Quaid called The Rookie.
Oh my god.
yeah.
So
It's,
anyway, go
it
on.
is a movie, Jay.
No, there's no movie like what he's talking about though. Nobody's coming back and doing what that kid did.
It's a true story.
Is it?
No.
Am I wrong?
No, what you're talking
I'm
about.
talking about the kid that
Like-
the
oh,
the-
movie
the
where
young
yeah,
kid.
This though, yes.
that broke his
I know,
arm.
yes.
He was
Oh,
like in a full body cast,
Yes.
Paulo.
He comes out and all of a sudden he's throwing 102 miles per hour
Yes,
fastball.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
and then he
100
falls.
Rookie of the
and
year?
then-
Yes,
Rookie of the
Rookie of the
yeah.
Year.
And then
whatever.
he comes
Henry
back.
Rowan Gardner.
Yeah, and
What-
then-
what
and then
did
he
he
gets
run,
a
Gardner?
What
win.
did
That's
I
right.
say?
The
The Rookie,
The Rookie.
which is a
That's
movie
Rookie
about
of the Year.
a guy
But-
who played Double A,
But I knew
blew
what
out
you
his
were talking
elbow.
about.
He was a high school coach.
Wow. No,
Came
I
back
didn't
and he
know
throws high 90s.
No,
Yeah.
I
And he
knew
played for
exactly
Tampa.
What you were
He
talking
made it
about.
for
That's
like
what my
3 or
mind
4
was.
years.
3 years, got paid for 3 years, like in his late 30s.
Yeah.
that. I do remember that. Story.
Yes,
But-
but there's another guy too. It's the elbow. Also, this guy had like 4 pins in his elbow, shattered elbow, and he was a pitcher. And what happens with pitchers too? Obviously, they have that whip, but they release. It's more of the release and
Well,
that whip after, because tennis players might get like tennis elbow, but it's super strong. So a guy started doing the throwing action, but never letting go. You follow through and you hold the ball, and it built up so strong. And this guy came back. This is a true story too. He played. I think he was a closer, but he played like 4 or 5 more years with the Marlins
So,
organization.
Here's the thing that's different when you're throwing a football compared to a baseball.
Uh-huh.
Pitchers that typically blow out their UCLs, which was what Ben blew out, they're at an elevated position, like I want to say it's 16 to 18 inches,
it's
and they're
18.
throwing downward.
Oh.
They're coming
Snapping.
from up high, snapping down, and they say to tear that ligament is only like 20. I forget the torque needed to tear that. It's so small that these
Like
guys that throw
7 pounds of pressure.
something like that. These
Okay.
guys that are throwing like 99 to 100, they're on the verge every time they throw the ball.
Oh, when
with
you
how
hear
much
it,
pressure.
when you hear that,
yeah,
and it's like-
it's just done.
and you know, and the stadiums know it.
Well,
Mhm.
shit,
You
you know when you blew your knee out.
yeah,
I was
it
there.
just pop.
You hear the pop resonates more to you
Yeah,
Yeah,
than
but
it does the people
when it
around
sounds
you.
like a base hit, though,
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, and like we said, you blew out your knee. That fucking pop in your mind
oh yeah.
is like a gunshot. You're like, oh fuck,
that's not good.
I always
that
imagine
wasn't
like
right.
a spidey sense. You're like your whole body.
Well,
just
it's like
sees,
that. No, it's like
you're
that.
what happened?
Yeah, because it really hurts.
And then
I'd
you get into
imagine.
denial because then you're like, ah, it wasn't that bad. But then
And
you're
then you
like,
try to walk it off.
yeah,
Like fuck.
yeah, that sound is agonizing.
So like I said, pitchers are coming from that elevated position and they're throwing hard and they're coming downhill and snapping. Quarterbacks. I mean, I was never a quarterback, but
You could rock it in a ball.
You can, but you're coming from up here and you're supposed to drive the elbow
Yes,
forward
yes.
and keep it up. You're not like
Ergonomically
coming down.
correct.
I'm
Well, and you're going
old.
crossbody.
I'm old, and I throw a softball still, and I throw
Oh.
a baseball still,
You
and I
still have
throw,
whip.
and I
I
throw a
thought he was
football.
saying
You could put it on a
throws
rope.
Softball talking about a
The,
football.
You're probably the best thrower here.
easiest thing to throw and the most comfortable thing, a feeling that everything's going to stay together in my arm, is a football.
Oh, for sure.
It is.
Absolutely.
For
And
sure.
there's something about the tension, the weight of the football.
Well, yeah.
You throw a baseball like
From any
like Foy
angle.
was saying. You just kind of makes everything flop and
Yeah.
And that's
you
why I'm
can
not
throw
too-
from any angle.
Right.
Like you can just sidearm.
It's the
like,
right size. Your hand is.
Well, and you just touched on it right, size. I think you could speak for it too, Diesel. When you throw a football compared to anything else, it's so big in your hand in the sense, like you feel like you're pushing weight.
Buku.
well, I'm used to things
Yeah,
in my hand
but-
that size.
Yeah, good
Like
luck with
golf
that.
ball?
When's the last time you've seen that thing in your hand?
Come
Oh,
on, I'm getting problems with my elbow
Yeah,
reaching
right.
over, but the hand is doing okay.
But my point being is, when you throw a football, it's hefty in your hand. When you throw a baseball or something else, you almost feel like you have an over grip on it. So that feeling of whichever angle I'm coming from, whatever, like
I can
you're
make that throw.
yeah, you're over gripping it, and your confidence level isn't as strong when you have a football. Like, and I don't know, maybe I'm speaking for myself. When I throw a football, I feel like I can put the touch and put it where I need to. When it's a baseball shit, yeah, I feel like a man, like, oh, I'm gonna rip this motherfucker and I'm gonna hit you. But it's also I have an over grip on everything else compared to a football.
yeah, so I think Big Ben is going to be okay. He might
know.
get a couple years in. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's a chance he can. And the only thing that might happen is he might have a quicker release, or the ball's going to get a little more whip. I think he's going to still have the long ball.
That's tough for me. I mean,
No, okay,
he
take
threw-
off,
he threw
take
a ball-
off 5 yards, 10 yards. It's still a 60-yard bomb.
he's still operating in the same system. He's still
Right.
a good NFL quarterback. I mean, he
Yeah.
has talent around him. I mean,
Smart.
come on, we saw what Manning could do in his last couple of
He
years.
could win a
so-
couple games.
so he
It's the
can.
Pittsburgh organization. They could take care of him.
he can, but it's like think of the downtime. I mean, he's not going to be throwing a ball for 8 to 12 months.
Rest
Think
every
about-
every other bone in his body other than
Yeah.
work his legs out. He could afford to lose a couple.
Dude, look
Yeah.
at, and the Steelers are thinking like, keep him around. Let's give us 2-3 years to find a draft pick or make a big move. You don't
No,
want to make
Ben's
us.
not. Is that
You-
the one you guys were thinking about that was leaving? I
Yeah.
don't think he is. I
Well,
don't think he is.
it's you gotta play the
we
game.
said
I don't think he
Eli
is.
leaving.
Well, I think there's a couple guys. You know what I mean? It's a couple quarterbacks.
The
Hey,
spider
okay.
web on your.
So do you
beard
think
there,
Sam
Rekha?
Darnold's going to come back from mono? That might be a career ender, bro.
I had mono
During the season?
sophomore year. No, not during the season. Pretty much after. I was going to say a name, but that season.
Yeah.
Did you see the girl holding up the sign that said "I gave Darnold mono"?
That's hilarious.
He was terrible. He was
my
terrible.
my sophomore year, like 3 guys had mono
Yeah, same.
really bad.
So I don't even know. Like all I know is you got it from making out. Like
That's the stereotype. For
right.
I think
Give it
it's
to me.
I think it's a
Did he go to I got mono?
Well, the problem is with mono.
no.
fucks your
That was
liver up.
before the diesel was ever born. I'll tell you that story another time how the diesel was born. But no, this was no. I think it's all it's got to be like wet saliva. It's not like
Right.
like I don't know something like that. So you can do it from a lot of things, water bottles and
Yeah,
things
water
like that.
bottles. Yeah. Well,
So
and if
it's
you
a
notice-
kissing thing. But what happens is your spleen
Yeah.
swells,
Yeah.
and if your spleen gets hit, they can kill you.
They can rupture.
Right.
That's why
No, I know
Darnold.
it's-
That's why Darnold's out
Right.
because he
because
can't
he has
get
a
hit.
swollen spleen.
Yeah.
He can't just throw some rip protectors on that shit.
Double them up.
No.
Well,
And you
Alonzo
gotta
Mourning
do that.
remember Alonzo Mourning when he came back from getting his kidneys removed?
Yeah, but you gotta remember
Put
too,
a-
like if you ever watch an NFL game, that's why they have people that specifically hold the water bottles. Their job is to not touch your mouth or your face mask with it. That's part of their job.
That's
Like,
why
those
they're
dudes get-
spraying it like.
And that
Yeah.
well, and
That's
that's why
why
the
you
water
see
bottle
guys
caps are
just-
different because
Yeah.
it's not the
Yeah.
classic bike version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the this is meant for squirting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing their best not to touch your face mask, not to touch your mouth.
I never
dude.
knew that.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
no,
You
it's-
always have
it's
that
a huge
teammate that's like, oh, you just put your lips on the fucking water bottle.
Or you have
Right.
somebody-
I even had the hose thing where they drilled the holes into the PVC pipe,
Oh, yeah.
and one kid put his mouth on that motherfucker. I'm like, are you playing the fucking flute, Kenny G?
Or you can, or you can have a kid that just threw up putting his hands in the ice.
Dude.
Yes, that's
Oh,
In the
the
icebox.
worst. Oh,
You
that's
can.
the best.
Yeah,
you
it's-
gotta
think
really
about
watch
it.
out.
There
during-
are people that apply for that job in the NFL. I'll be the water squirter.
hey,
fucking
gets
A.
me on the field.
you
No.
get TV time.
And they get money.
I think being a squirter in the NFL pays you an extra $500.
Do I get league minimum?
Dude, I bet you they got great highlight videos. Just watch me squirt all over the place.
I got Sam Darnold with
Hey,
a squirt.
Hey, let's talk about some squirters though. Sad news. I'm just
I'll
Jessica
bring it up.
James dead, porn star.
Yeah.
Is it weird if I watch a video now that I know that she's dead?
Like in passing.
like her video watch views are going up right now because she passed. Is it like when a musician dies and all of a sudden they're
They're
fucking
Well,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
stop
like?
listening?
Is it weird to jerk off to a dead porn star?
No, because like
Have
half
you
of them
stopped
are dead.
listening to Jimi Hendrix or Bob Marley?
Well, here's the thing.
That's what
Is she
I mean,
dead? Is
exactly.
she dead in the
Do
video?
not watch him. I mean, I'm not saying I have no clue. I have no clue. Who
None.
This chick
I had no
is.
idea.
the only thing is, it's Barstool Sports. I saw it today about
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay.
So that's the
what I thought.
only reason I know who this woman is, but
I
or
read,
was.
I read the report. They found her unresponsive at her home. She had a plethora of prescriptions.
Yeah.
And you know what kills me about that? I'm gonna call her a quitter. She didn't even finish
She
the
couldn't
prescription.
finish the
Couldn't
prescription.
finish the prescriptions before you passed.
You know what I mean?
That's sad.
Terrible.
Terrible, terrible.
Terrible that she died.
No.
That
Yeah,
she
it's
didn't
terrible.
finish?
Someone died.
So
I
hey,
mean, she's a porn star. She couldn't even finish.
oh, hey,
It's all right. Hell will be warm for all of us.
It is.
oh man.
Oh, it is.
Well, you know who might need to pray because they might die this weekend is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
They
Ooh.
will. They will.
You
Playing
know,
the Georgia
playing the
Bulldogs.
Georgia. Jake Fromm is just a machine. That
Well-
whole team is a machine.
Well, and Notre Dame's offense has been trash this season
But-
so far.
All right, quick rundown. What do you think of Brian Kelly? Rekka is a Notre Dame fan through and through.
Here's the thing I like about Brian Kelly. He brought a new, like I don't know, you say mantra or whatever, like when-
Attitude.
like yeah, the attitude. Like when
He's
he-
working out.
Well,
well.
when he came in, you know, and
Is
I
he
don't,
better than his brother?
I don't know if you say working out well. When he came into Notre Dame, he changed it. Like we said, the attitude. Like he changed the whole idea of like we're gonna be this team that you know we can pick and choose our whole fucking schedule. We're not like tied into the ACC or the Big Ten or the Pac-12 or any of that shit. Like we can kind of choose who we play. I'll give him credit because he always puts some big dogs on the schedule. But at the same time, like you got to know when you bit off more than you can chew. And I think that has led us up to what we're about to run into this weekend. Is
Were?
we continue. I'm a
Were?
part of them, baby.
You
I'm a part
wait.
of them.
You.
Finley
you're
is
a
Irish.
You're a good Catholic boy.
No, I'm not a Catholic boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's so
I-
many good
but-
Catholic boys that go to freaking.
But I
Notre Dame.
represent
How long
for
is?
them.
I'm sorry. How long has Kelly been there?
So this
5,
is
6 years?
no, this is his 8th season.
Ugh.
I
It's
think.
taking
You got.
some
You got to
time.
start getting there by this time.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
we make the playoffs. The problem is we just don't recruit the same as some of
We-
those SEC teams.
We-
Are you?
That's right, baby. That's right.
I haven't heard this from you, Rex. So I got to get used to this. We Notre Dame and we.
I
Okay.
love
Hey, but what
Notre
about
Dame.
the Boise State Broncos? How they doing?
You know what? Boise State is going to finish in the top 15.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they look good.
They always
so
have
far.
a schedule that's conducive to them.
Absolutely.
They're not, but The win against Florida State was
That-
nice.
dude.
That was a good game.
And
That's
just a game.
big. That's big televised
great.
game, right?
That's huge.
That
for
helps with
recruiting.
recruiting.
yeah, quarterback was great.
They're gonna get some new Nike gear.
Yeah.
Oh, their new. Did you see what they're wearing this weekend? The All Blacks.
No.
Oh, dude,
No.
it's fucking sick.
See, I happened to be hanging out in the Boise area right around when they were going from double A, one
To
double A
single.
to and the whole culture,
Right.
how the whole city accepted it.
Right,
It was
right, right.
it was
Probably
it
really
was
big for the
amazing
city.
to see a big turnaround,
Right.
like how fast it turned around that city did.
Chris
so.
Peterson really
Chris
did
Peterson
wonders.
did.
Absolutely.
with that team.
Yep.
I mean,
I took a class
Oh,
there.
shit.
Yeah, they're
that looks
sick.
fucking
That's nice.
tight.
It's the black.
They're sick.
Yeah.
They're going all black.
I took a class there, just on like a summer school class. Dan Hawkins, when
Really?
he was
Oh,
coach
yeah.
here, fundamentals of football,
Sick.
and it was literally like his, like I have to teach something.
Yeah.
It was like,
Right.
this is a first down.
Oh shit.
This is a second
No.
down.
He left Boise to go to Colorado,
Colorado.
right?
Yes.
And he's still at Colorado.
I have no clue.
Oh.
I believe so. Yes.
But it was there's housewives and there was people in there taking the fundamentals of football. I thought it was like going in there going, this is Dan Hawkins.
gonna
I'm
learn
gonna
some
I'm
X's
gonna
and
learn
O's?
some. Yeah, let's
No,
do
and you're
this.
He's
just
gonna
like-
make money.
And this was the fundamentals. This is
The
this
basics.
line of scrimmage.
Did
bet
you
you
ask him
fucking
questions though?
aced that
Did you
class.
just?
I went up the first couple times after like, sir, you want to check my playbook? And he's like, no, I did not go up. I was like, this is,
Oh.
but I stuck it out.
Can I watch film with you? Is what you should
Yeah,
ask.
yeah.
You know what I
Teach
mean?
me
Just
how to
like,
was that an easy A?
Easy. The test, yes. How many
Tanya.
yards for a first down?
oh my god,
3, 5, 75,
are you kidding
or
me?
10.
It would almost make me hate football if I had to do a whole semester of that.
Yeah.
It'd be so bad. But the coach went to Colorado, right? You said.
Yeah.
Did you see Washington State's
Mike Leach?
Mike Leach, a formidable opponent, the Buffalo. You know,
The whole
Tatanka, bro. And
spiel
I
about-
don't know why when I hear Buffalo, I just want to say Tatanka all the time. Tatanka.
Buff.
Buffalo. But what else did he say? He was
Whenever
like,
you're to talk, I think
the tr-
WWE.
Yeah. Getting on the warpath.
He said, "Well, what's the Arizona State Spartan? Is that
The Sun
that's-
Devils?
Isn't even like is it like
Yeah. Dude, watch him ramble about the Pac-12 mascots. That shit was hilarious.
Stanford, the tree that, like I said, that'll be cut down.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
The
that's
Ducks
dude,
probably
the
lose
bird might
interest
pe-
and fly away.
unless
yeah.
it's gonna come down and peck on.
No, I like the
peck
Utes.
you.
Yeah.
The Utes. Did he trade his bow and arrow for
Yeah.
a rifle?
Rifle.
If, you,
Did he
if
trade
he had a
that?
if he's got a rifle, then that was some issues.
The beavers. How long can that beaver hold its breath?
Yeah, let's see how long he could hold his breath.
The
That's funny.
in-depth analysis on a fucking stupid question like that.
But wouldn't that
is-
be fun to do that as a? Like,
I
you
see-
get to the point where you just do that as a.
You're
coach.
kind of
Well,
the
Like,
setting as Mr. Leach.
But you
Coach
got to
Leach,
think
Mike Leach,
about
you know what
like
I mean?
Mike Leach.
that would be fun.
You kind of
You-
are him though.
But you got to think about Mike Leach, where he came from. Dude, the dude was an analytic guy. He was doing numbers. He was an accountant. And then all of a sudden, one day, he's like, I could coach football. I could do that. And then he goes down to Texas Tech, and he does just that.
His play sheet is on like a cocktail napkin.
Yeah. Like,
He's got the smallest
But
play
it's
sheet.
money. He's like the coach from Waterboy. Like
well, it's all,
mixed with
but,
like
but it's all analytics. Like, he can do the numbers in his head and say, if I run this play 100 times, 3% of the time it's going to be successful. I'm not going to do it. Oh, I got a 40% chance. I'm running this fucking play. And that's how he does it. And,
Yeah.
and he did that when he was at Texas Tech. And he had Crabtree and he had some guys. And that's what he said. He was like, dude, I just, in my mind, I think of the analytics side of if I'm running this play, this is what I do. And it's made him successful to the level where, like, is he the best coach in college? Not even close. But is he up there, like, where people talk about him and you're like, fuck? And think about it. If you're a defensive coordinator and you got a game plan against him and you got tendencies and all this shit, and the guy's tendencies aren't normal compared to like a normal OC or something, that's got to be tough to coach against as a DC.
Well, he's going to throw the rock at least 50 times.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that puts you in like nickel and dime situations
Yes. Mhm.
at least 40+% of the time, and then it opens you up in the run game.
Well, and
it
his
just-
one-offs.
Mhm.
Imagine his one-offs.
When you let's just say you just run the ball.
right.
You can run the ball right, and then kind of tackle,
Right.
or
Uh-huh.
outside,
Right.
or left or outside, right? There's different blocking schemes, but when you spread people out and throw the ball, there is a million different combinations of routes that you can run and spaces you can run to on the field, literally.
Yeah.
So Yeah, and then you have to sprinkle in, but you could theoretically throw the ball all over the place in a
Right.
in a game all the time. That's kind of how his
Yeah,
mindset
it's all about that.
All right, quick. Here we go. Washington State is playing UCLA this week.
Washington State by 4 touchdowns.
Okay, passing touchdowns. How many passing yards is the question, Sean?
He
420.
goes.
He goes
I'm gonna say.
over under 425.
I'm gonna say he throws for 350.
UCLA is
425. You said Diesel.
I love the A clappers, but
No,
425.
I was giving Foy a mark. 425.
well, that's
over
what I'm
under.
saying.
He's going. He's going.
Four-
under.
425 and a half.
425.
He's gonna go under because they'll be able to run the ball in UCLA.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
I have
just,
no clue. I'm
I'm gonna
just
go
throwing it out
under,
there.
but it's just under.
Yeah, he's gonna have 4 touchdown passes. They're gonna run the ball on him. UCLA is gonna get blown out because they're fucking terrible.
Here we go. Pac-12 game. Arizona State versus Colorado.
Ooh,
Arizona
Herm.
State
I'm taking
is ranked
Arizona State.
24th.
I'm taking Arizona State.
It's hard to go against Herm.
Yes.
All right.
Like he's got that program on the up and up, and he is just. He's
Well, and he's the guy you want to play for.
exactly.
Yeah, and you got who's the linebackers coach that was the head coach at Long Beach Poly. He was a linebacker for the Giants.
Antonio
Sean.
Pierce?
No.
No.
Is it Antonio Pierce?
Yeah,
no.
Pierce.
Antonio
He was a
Pierce.
coach at Long. You know, you're getting NFL coaching at Arizona State. We had the local lineman from Lompoc
Yeah, he
chose
he-
Arizona State.
He
What was
committed
that?
to Arizona State.
Right. So they're looking like a program I would go to, and hot chicks.
Yeah,
It's pretty much.
They're one of the top 5 in the country. When
Oh,
they talk
for
about hot
sure.
chicks.
yeah,
And
Arizona
everyone's
State.
tan.
We have a,
Everyone's playing
we have
top
a guy
golf.
that's wanting to go there,
Oh, we do.
Mr. Ledenick.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you blowing up?
Oh man.
You should be.
Here we go. Actually, talking about one of our guys, we have a guy playing at San Diego State. They're playing Utah State this Saturday. Big Cadillac,
San Diego State. I wanna say-
43. He's not playing, but San Diego State had a big win against UCLA. They're doing good
They beat
things.
New Mexico State last week. They got guys. I mean,
I'm going San Diego State.
don't sleep
by
on
10.
Don't sleep on San Diego State. But the thing is, Utah State is known for throwing the football.
Yes.
Like they're gonna test.
They
the pass
are not a
defense.
bad program. I would play at Utah State.
Fuck, I'd play anywhere. That
Right.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're talking.
Okay,
D1.
so Clemson still has an
sign
easy
anyone.
game this week. We got Texas, Oklahoma State.
Texas.
We got Virginia, Old Dominion.
Oh, who cares about that game?
How good is Citadel going to be in the
actually,
next
wait,
10
wait,
years, Sean?
Before you jump on that, let's remember, wasn't it last year that Old Dominion beat Virginia? They came back and beat them. I think they were down 21 going into the fourth. And
That whole
somehow
class
they came back.
graduated.
Huh?
No, whether
No.
they graduate or not, like that's one of those games where you look at it.
It's
and
a
you're,
trap game.
Yeah, you're
Right.
you're like, man, nobody cares about that game. And then last year, I think that's what happened. I want to say that was the game last year. It was one of the Virginia teams playing Old Dominion, and I think it was Virginia. And Old Dominion, like their quarterback gets hurt, the freshman comes in, and all of a sudden he throws for like 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and they win the game. It was something crazy.
All
like
right,
that.
here we go. We got Oregon, Stanford.
KJ Costello is still kind of,
I know.
you know, he's
Oregon's
a
at
stud.
16. Stanford's not
I'm
seeded.
gonna take Oregon, but that's a trap game.
Real quick, I want to go back to Mike Leach. He didn't mention that Stanford is just even a fucking color. If you were going to talk about competition, you'd be like, they're just a color. We don't have to worry about Stanford because they're not the Stanford Cardinals, and their mascot really isn't the tree. It's just the logo. Their they are they're cardinal. They're a color. So if Mike Leach wanted to talk shit, he could. But again, he was on a rant and he murdered it overall.
Oh, he always
but
murders it.
yeah, so we got Oregon on that one. We got Pittsburgh UFC, blah,
UFC or UCF?
UCF.
UCF by like 100.
Yeah,
Right. We got TCU, SMU,
No,
nobody cares.
no.
Texas A&M, and Auburn.
That should be a good game.
We're gonna have
I'm
quarterback
taking
spinning.
Dude, Kellen Mond. I have never seen a guy try to hurl a guy, get hit,
Yeah.
and then the next guy came in and helicoptered him. Dude.
It was-
And he still tried to
Never
stretch.
saw a
And
guy
then the
get
coach
that
on the
high.
sideline was like, "He made it." I'm like,
Well,
"He didn't
tried
make
to
it," but
stretch.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
that was at least 12 feet high.
dude.
Impressive.
You know that shit had to hurt.
Oh,
It
yeah.
instantly got viral, and people were doing it. Oh, he's flying through space,
Oh,
and he
yeah,
was
no.
spinning around pretty.
It was awesome.
It was.
That is good.
Dude, that
Okay.
is some sketchy shit.
That's the guy that you want to play for, though.
Ohio State, Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
Justin
Oh,
Fields
oh,
is
really?
crushing, right?
They're gonna win.
Who
by
they, who have they
100?
played? Who's Ohio State played?
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
But here we go.
Nobody.
BYU not ranked. Washington at 22. BYU beats us. BYU's
On
on
a
a
roll.
They're on.
They beat Tennessee. They beat USC. They're coming in high.
Yeah.
But UW, you never can tell what you get with UW. I
Yeah.
mean, to me, that game's a touchdown either way.
Right. Alabama still got an easy game against Southern Miss. We got Vanderbilt, LSU.
That's a trap game.
Could be rivalry game. I think.
that's
Mississippi.
not a rivalry
Vanderbilt. No, it's not.
No,
Rivalry.
but they
But
played.
Vanderbilt's
they played
one of
a
those
long time
teams that
against
they
each other.
always.
Well, they're SEC
Yeah.
Right.
opponents.
That's what I'm saying. They're all.
And Vanderbilt
there.
always sneaks a game in every year, a game they shouldn't win, and they either win it or they're like in it, and you're like, how?
Yeah.
Okay,
How?
here's the game: Mississippi Ole Miss versus California, and California has a seed at 23. Is this an upset for Cal Burke?
Yes,
I don't know, dude. Ole Miss is
same thing.
yeah. It is what it. Hugh Freeze isn't there anymore, so I don't know what they're bringing.
Tennessee, Florida,
Florida.
Florida's gonna murder them.
Wisconsin,
It's fucking
Michigan.
Oh,
That's always a good game.
Big Ten football.
11 versus 13, though, man.
Who cares?
It's-
I don't care.
Let's watch the
What are
line
rankings
block.
Let's watch. Let's watch.
You know when rankings matter? At the end of the year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Air Force, Boise State.
Ha, Air Force. Easy.
I tell you what, playing those
Those helmets are gangster.
playing the
academies?
the armed forces
Yeah,
academies.
they're terrible.
They're triple option teams, and they always present you problems
Yep.
because they run them well and nobody else does.
Right.
Outscore them.
Utah SC,
Utah,
I'm taking Utah.
the Utes.
because Utah's heavily favored to win the Pac-12.
Yeah.
You know, SC's coming off a tough loss against BYU. Either they come out super motivated or they come out super defeated and get the shit kicked out of them.
Well, I fucking hate USC, so I'm going against them.
We got FIU versus LA Tech. That's a game I just kind of don't
Nobody
watch.
cares.
Yeah,
right?
why would you even bring
And
that
then
one up?
the last one is Houston Tulane.
Nobody
Houston
cares.
should
Well,
murder. And
You're gonna bring up games we care about.
I know that's it though.
That's
That's why I was
it.
just ending it off on that.
Yeah.
But the real game is San Ynez versus the San Luis Obispo Tigers.
The Tigres.
Los Tigres del Norte.
Yeah,
Yes.
little pussycats. Little pussycats, you know.
It should be a good game.
It's an away
Yeah.
game. It's the beginning of a 2-week road trip, right? Playing
Charter
away.
bus.
You know,
Diesel's fucking beanie is throwing me off.
it's a Boise State beanie,
But it's
but
a horse
it's
face.
it's a horse face.
And
It's
that's
like
his tongue,
I'm
like,
surprised it
sticking
doesn't.
out, right?
You see those kids with
That's
the
a tongue,
beanies with
right?
the ears.
Okay.
You see the beanies with the ears.
Yes, it needs ears.
It's almost there.
It needs ears.
No, it needs a mane. It needs a mane.
Oh, that'd
He
be
just took
epic.
off the beanie. Look at that hair
Look,
though,
now he's got a
I
mane.
think it's his mouth.
Now
guys.
he's got a mane. Yeah, it's like his tongue or something.
The Deese's hair is insane. Do you use any hair products, Deese?
Soap and water.
Well, you know what we've been using here at Hold My Whistle?
That's fucking epic.
So-
That is so good.
We use Johnny Slicks.
So good. Oh yeah, Johnny.
We
Slick.
got a new promo code, guys.
I'll throw some my way.
Johnny Slicks is like men grooming products. You got beard oil, beard wash, you got pomades, hair washes, body wash. 10% off. You go to johnnyslicks.com and you use the promo code Stay Slick. It's good shit. Keep yourself clean. Maybe your wife likes it. Maybe your girlfriend likes it. Maybe you meet a girl and your beard's right.
Maybe your wife's
Maybe-
girlfriend likes it.
And maybe
know-
the diesel will like it.
No,
You know,
the
maybe
diesel.
your girl
Dude,
says,
dude.
you know what? I want to grow my mane out a little bit. And you're like, you know what? Just throw a little bit of this on the...
Can you
Another
grow your mane
regions.
out a little bit, Paulo?
I reshaved.
When's the
and
last
so-
time you seen your mane?
Oh, my manfro?
So we've come a long way from my dad saying to put chicken shit in your lip and then honey on the outside, and the shit will push it out and the honey will suck it out to grow your mustache.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
What?
we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, it
So-
looked like
Now
it worked.
You got
It,
Johnny
So
Slick.
you
It
take,
looks like it
yeah,
worked for
so
you,
we've come
though.
a long way. Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe.
did
Maybe
you actually
Johnny
do it?
Slick needs to call me and get my secret recipe: chicken shit on the inside and honey on the outside. And it,
Dude, that should be the beard oil, beard growth oil, and just call it that.
Chicken shit.
That would be the shit.
Chicken shit and honey.
lip.
Chicken shit and honey.
Chicken shit honey lip. Let's
Yeah.
go, baby.
No, but
No,
talking
Slick-
about our boys at Kings, they always tell us too to get a beard wash, and they got a beard wash for a fairly good price, and then you can save 10% using Stay Slick promo code at johnnyslick.com. Check it out.
Word.
Yep. What else we got, guys?
What's on the list, Paulo?
Well,
Did we hit everything?
fantasy.
Oh, fantasy.
Fantasy time.
Oh, God.
Okay. Who's got the best record? Who's got the best fantasy team right now? Rekka don't got a team.
That's
I
like
am
my-
1-1.
I'm 1-1 in 3 leagues, and I'm in third place.
I'm
my
one
big
in.
league.
I've lost 5 and won 1. I'm in 3 leagues. I've lost all of my games but one.
Hey, maybe if you weren't so fucking low when you drafted.
One
Like-
time that I know, but my other 2, like one of my leagues, I drafted super well, but
How many
This season
players-
has underperformed with some big guys.
How many
and
players on your fantasy team?
One of my
Wait,
team.
no,
of
I
three.
haven't even finished the question. He's already answering.
Yeah, but you're
No, let me just ask this question.
Okay.
I just got to be real with you right now. How many players on your fantasy team are from the Bay?
Oh, not very many.
Jerick
I'll
McKinnon.
yes, the Jerick McKinnon move will never that'll always be mine. But I'll pick a Bay Area defense or and a kicker at the very end when it doesn't matter. Over, you know what I mean? Like I don't make fan picks unless like who I got Kittle like in the one league way too early.
Is Bay
But-
Area for you just the Niners?
No,
No,
he doesn't
if
count.
you
No,
ever
you gotta count
if you
his
played
Bay.
there, if you played like at Stanford or Cal Berkeley, if you're
Oh,
a
so you
Niner,
really expand your universe.
yeah,
there.
it's if you were there, if you played ball,
If you
around-
were anywhere
But
near,
that's what
near
I-
San
that's how-
Jose, you're
when
in
he-
the Bay.
when he asked me, yeah, or if your name is the coldest,
Yeah.
then I figure you're from the Bay.
The coldest to ever do it, Crawford.
So if that's what you're named, then, or if there's like a
Where does he
brick,
get drafted at? That's the question.
Who knows? Who knows?
Um,
I'm 1-1 in 3 leagues.
what's okay?
Wide receiver to me has really underperformed this year. Running backs have been fairly solid. But
best receiver right now is it Odell because of the big run he had?
no, I mean,
Because like overall, like he bonused.
It's 2 games. We have no
I know.
clue who.
I know that's
Wait
what I'm saying.
till the
Like
end of the
a
year.
lot of the good high picks that everyone's ranking up. There was a lot of underperformers.
Well, you got to look at it this way: they didn't do shit in preseason,
And a
so
lot of
they haven't even
yeah.
hit their stride. You got Zeke in Mexico, which I heard a funny spin on why
Give it to
Zeke
me.
would be in Mexico because he's pissing dirty and he's trying to get it clean.
Right.
Why else would you be in Mexico 2 weeks before the season
But
started?
you can't blame him. If you were in Texas, it's a fucking hop, skip, and a throwaway. Where else are you gonna go? And the weather's fucking money right now.
Is marijuana illegal in the NFL
Yes.
still?
Still, yeah.
That's
even
silly.
in this, even if you play in the state that's legalized,
It's the
That's silly.
stupidest thing.
because
That's
they
silly.
They still go off federal.
They
rules.
can because of the old laws that govern all the
Yeah.
businesses.
But it's
across
like-
states.
So here's my stand with that. It's like the NBA has it legal. Except for in states where it's illegal,
Yeah,
right?
so NBA is played off of if in your state it's legal and you're in your state. So like if you play like a 7-game like road spiel, you can get tested and you can get suspended. I really don't think the NBA's testing.
What
No.
states are
During
still
that time.
illegal?
Fuck, like 42 of
more,
them.
it's-
more than that aren't.
It's 36.
Wow. So the West Coast ones,
Yeah,
Nevada
for the
jumped
most
part,
on,
Nevada.
right? Because Nevada was a big one.
Colorado, Idaho.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Is Idaho
no,
not there yet?
no,
they're
shit,
getting. They're
no.
close. They're close. They're one of the ones that are close.
So here's the thing, with the NFL and marijuana. Just think of how much better people would be if they got off the opioids, the painkillers.
That's what I'm saying.
and
How many of
smoked
these guys
weed.
are on?
Well,
like,
dude, how many
injectables?
people? How many people at an NFL game in your stands are smoking weed?
Right?
Go to a Raider game, bro.
I was at a
I
Raider
know.
game. No bullshit. The first NFL game I ever went to, I was the 2 seats next to us was the end seats of the whole Coliseum. You looked over the edge, like 100 feet down.
Oh, dude, the
And this guy starts smoking crack. You want
Right.
some? I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
holy shit, where am I?
Right.
Then I walked fucking down
Smoking
7,000
crack.
feet to get a hot dog, and then I walked into the bathroom,
Uh-huh.
and some kid was in there wearing a red sweatshirt, and the Raiders were playing the Chiefs. This little kid, 8 years old,
Fuck.
got heckled and
Yeah.
pushed around
Yeah.
in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and I'm going, this
These.
is, and it was like just like a skateboard shirt,
Right,
yeah,
sweatshirt
right.
or something.
These,
I'm like,
I'm
this is
telling you.
terrible.
It's my first experience like that too. So I'm at the Oakland Coliseum. It's a preseason game, and my dad takes me. Right, I'm 10. Right, Granny, white cardigan sweater, Joe Montana button. Fucking Gene Simmons from Kiss walks up and fucking like and pours his fucking like stadium cup of beer on her, looking like Granny Smith. I was like, what the fuck? It was crazy. But you know what I always like about the Oakland Coliseum, and it sucked that you sat all the way up in the nosebleeds. You could always just walk down to the black hole. No, they never check tickets. Just walk
the
down
more
there.
the merrier.
Yeah, but you better hold your fucking shit. Don't fucking. You better be fucking part of the black hole. You know what I mean? There's no stadium like it. That's not allowed in any other stadium.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been to one game at the Coliseum at Oakland. when they played the Eagles, and we had this conversation earlier. I wore my Eagles shit, and the guys that I was with were like, "You better wear your shit." And I will tell you, like, there's this like fantasy about going to Oakland, and maybe I was just happened to be lucky about like you don't wear your team unless you're in Oakland. Da-da-da. I had a great time. I tailgated with a lot of Oakland fans. I did all that, and then I sat next to some Oakland guys, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna kick our ass. You're gonna kick our ass." Da-da-da. They ended up winning the game, but those dudes bought me like good 6-7 beers. It was good times. I mean, I had a great time at Oakland Stadium. Now they're moving to my hometown, and can't root for them. Fucking terrible.
They're going
Boy,
to
what's the-
Lompoc?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Foy, you're the last one. What's the craziest thing you've seen at a sporting event?
I've never been to a professional football game.
Holy shit.
What the
I personally choose to watch it at home
Which is better.
because I like the commentary.
But you know it's a
And
party.
you don't got to deal with TV timeouts.
You're not
Exactly.
enjoying the football game. You're going to party.
Yeah.
When you go to an NFL game, for me at least.
For me, it was probably the time we went UCLA, Oklahoma on my birthday. We watched Adrian Peterson. We sat.
Maurice
in the-
Jones-Drew, Mercedes Lewis, and
we
Chris
watched.
Joseph.
We watched from the Red Sea. We were in the one section of
There's
Oklahoma
a sliver
fans.
of.
Are you
of
an Oklahoma fan?
No,
I
That's just
respect
where
them.
you-
we were there to watch our boy Chris.
Right,
I'm a USC fan,
Okay.
but I went to support my buddy
right.
because he was a beast. And our seats just happened to be in the Oklahoma
Well,
section.
we got him late.
We got him late.
We got him late, and we're
And-
in the sliver of red. It's
and
me,
we are-
you, Louie, Eddie.
It was just the four of us.
That's it.
And we're talking shit.
Oh,
And
I'm talking.
Paulo's.
So
Paulo-
me and Louie are so fucked up.
Were you low?
Oh no. I didn't.
No,
I didn't
they're
get low
drunk
at
as
that time.
fuck at
We're
this
drunk.
point.
So because you can't drink inside College Stadium. So before you walk into the stadium at the Rose Bowl,
You
they
just
have
get bullets.
they have a
Yeah.
last chance booth,
Yeah.
and so they're like, you get 2 of whatever you want. Well, I want 2 beers, I want 2 shots, and I want 2 glasses of wine. And me and Louie did that twice because you have to wait in a long ass
Ouch.
line.
Yeah.
But what was great about it, because Sean and the rest of them went inside to the stadium, and me and Louie stayed right by the door, pounding, and the cheerleaders are walking in, right? And me and Louie don't have any gear, no OU gear or no UCLA gear, and so dude, when you watch the OU cheerleaders walk by and they're all the same tan, you know what I mean? Their skin matches, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're like, Sooners! We're like, yeah, we're partying. You know what I mean? And they're just like giving us the fucking bedazzled fucking pom poms. You know, it's money. Fucking here comes the UCLA band, and there's fucking hot chicks playing the clarinet and shit. Here comes the fucking UCLA cheerleaders, and we're going Bruins. Dude, one of the best times. I walk into the stadium and meet with the boys, and me and Louie are fucking on top of our game, right? And there's guys. OU has traditions like on kickoff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They go, oh, ball gets kicked. You.
Yeah.
Right? Well, they hold up, what is it, four national championships,
Yeah.
right? So I'm talking shit. I'm like, look up there, and I'm pointing to the press boxes.
The
and they
Pac
have-
8 titles.
They have the Pac 8 titles. I'm like, check those out. There's like 8 of them.
And they're all, those are conference championships. Not 1961.
Yeah, there's
one.
There's
Oh, there we
one.
go.
There's one national title.
And
it's,
like, we're talking shit, but the Oklahoma fans were so fucking
they were
nice.
laughing at me,
Like-
and laughing with us. You know what I mean? We talk
And-
shit like that the whole day.
And we wound up having a really good time. They bought us food.
They invite you
drink.
to their tailgate after the game.
Yeah, it
They're
was,
the nicest people.
it was awesome.
So I am an OU fan. So OU Texas,
So
I'm
they-
always Boomer
they-
Sooners.
They made you.
Always. I have become a Boomer Sooner fan
Well, they
for
fucking
sure.
fed them. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, we didn't go. We went and
Wait
Sean had
up.
4
Paulo's
horsemen.
heart
Is
is
this a 10-year reunion of that game?
Gullet.
No.
No, I'm no.
How old were you turning?
I'm dude's 14 years.
14-year reunion.
Dude,
We were at that game.
I had the biggest
You're
4
old.
horsemen or 3 Wiseman shot.
Wisemen.
known to
That's
man.
a good one.
Known
That'll
to
fuck you
man.
up.
What's the
That'll
3
fuck
wise
you.
men?
Jim, Jack, and Jose.
Johnny.
Jose.
No,
All
no.
mixed
Oh, no,
together.
Johnny.
all
There's no
mixed
Johnny.
together.
Oh,
So
Terrible.
So you know how typically that comes in shot glasses. The girl brings them to me in bigger highball glasses than that.
yes.
Like
Ouch.
And it's
They're like
steaming,
double,
bro.
double,
I've
double.
never seen it was like a cauldron.
it filled the whole cup like to the brim.
Do you
The
know when you
waitress- the
see it a
wait-
hot pavement?
That's like
And you-
12 beers
Oh,
at one time.
yeah.
And you can see like the
It was
different
a
liquors
Wiseman.
like
Yeah,
swirling.
Yeah, 3 Wiseman is no joke. Last time I ever threw up drinking was off 3 Wiseman.
Dude,
So
We're at like
No
what
joke.
kind of restaurant?
we were
was
at
it?
Islands Burgers. You know
Okay.
Islands.
Yeah, yeah.
So she brings them out in these nice highball glasses, and I pour it all into one. The fucking cup's full. She stops, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta watch this." So I sit there, and she's like, "Are you gonna drink that?" And everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, "I have to. It's my birthday."
It's my
Oh,
birthday.
I
shit.
fucking dust this thing like a gulp and that gone. And I had to piss 3 minutes later. I was fucked up.
Dude,
I'm stumbling down the aisle going to the bathroom. There's this family, wife and kids, and I fall right into
Yes.
their table. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
you know what's
It's the-
funny about that? So I'm I'm hammered at that point. It's way after the game. I'm like, I can't make it. I'm stumbling. Sean was pretty much sober, right? You barely
Yeah.
through the game. He didn't have anything.
I had,
Right?
I had like a cocktail before
Well,
we
nothing
went in.
crazy. He had
Yeah.
fucking UCLA nachos.
the macho nachos are
the macho
good.
not. He's fine. He was instantly as drunk as I was.
Fucking
Instantly.
hammered. I
We were
passed
both
out.
running into things.
The problem with that is it hits you like a freight train.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is 0 to 100 in.
and then you
like
got to sit
1
in LA
second.
traffic after and try to
I-
get back
I-
home.
Oh, Pedersen was there because we took his mom's van.
Yes, dude. We rolled
I
out of a
passed
minivan.
out on the ride home. Woke up when we got home. Then we went and shut down the clubhouse.
Dude,
It was a good day, and I didn't puke.
one of the best Foy birthday events.
Yeah, that was
For
a good.
sure.
That
That
was
was your
21.
what?
That was my
21er?
21st. Yeah,
Good.
Jesus Christ.
that was a harsh shot.
Hit
to
it in
this day,
style.
to this day, it's just like I bought my daughter one on her 21st.
Dude, 3 Wisemans is no joke.
Dude, it's fucking disgusting.
That is welcome to reality.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Reality or
Insanity.
welcome to insanity.
A
Yeah.
little bit of both.
yeah. That
Like
should
you want a drink? Oh, you want a drink? Hey, try this.
No.
Yeah.
What's the craziest drink you've had? Gardner, what's up? Have you ever had a crazy shot? Or you're just a beerman?
I'm a beer man, but there was a time where there were it was shoot the root, where you
Okay.
dropped a shot of root beer schnapps
Ugh.
into a big old 16-ounce beer,
Yeah.
and then
What state were
just
you in?
Slammed it.
Everyone.
Maverick
Yeah, I'll say
Saloon
that.
in
Oh
San
wow! Oh,
California.
that's a local
We
drink.
did that in
I've
Vegas.
never
No,
had
no,
that.
no. I'm not saying it was a local drink. That's
No,
like
that's a
the ti-
normal.
the time in my life where I was doing weird drinks. That was what I was doing where I was doing it. So.
So I worked at this Irish pub in Gilroy, California for maybe just under a year, not too long. And I don't know how many fucking car bombs
Oh, God,
I
dude,
murdered
car
in my
bombs.
life.
Those
And
are
it would be nights.
Guinness and
Guinness,
and like-
Jameson,
Bailey's
and
and
Bailey's.
Yeah. I swear to
So
God,
it's
there was
Guinness-
nights
Those
where
are good. I've had.
I've
those.
almost
Those are
gone double
actually good.
digits.
You gotta
I've gone
drink 'em
double
right away,
digits.
They'll curdle.
Yeah,
I've gone double digits, and I've held it like
Yeah.
I would.
they're tasty.
Dude,
They
I'll
are
tell you what.
tasty.
At
Yeah.
an Irish pub, if you become a regular, your body becomes a steel trap. Put it
Oh.
in me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pretty gnarly.
Bomb me.
I'm gonna drink some black beer, some fried fish, some
I
tartar
am
sauce.
Catholic.
yeah.
Bomb my stomach.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Uh,
funny shit.
I can like shots. I don't really do shots. Like after that, 3 Wiseman was the craziest. But ones that I could murder are cactus coolers. Like
Oh,
I've
that
murdered
I think that's the
cactus
most
coolers.
local drink.
And what are
And
those?
kamikazes.
Cactus cooler is
Midori, like peach
no,
or peach
it's
schnapps
It's like a schnapps with something else,
and like 7-Up.
and then it goes into like an energy drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Like-
want to say
It used to be like rave, but then they used Red Bull.
right. Then they moved
but,
on to Red Bull. Yeah.
Like I would go cocktail shot, like, and I do that all night.
Have you like? I know
And
they
nobody could
they
beat
have
me.
the commercials now. I hate when they're like, drink a cup of water right in between your drinking
the
sessions.
Crown Royal?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Don't
God.
tell me how to drink
Yeah,
my beer.
You fucking Canadians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't make bourbon.
Now I
Okay?
remember college. There's a great little place in where I went to school, Suds.
Great name.
Thursday night, and it was right across the street from the campus, so just walk there. Thursday night, $5 endless cups. $5. And
Damn.
You paid
Eh.
once?
paid one time.
Where were we talking about? Someone had like 250 beers.
Oh, we were at
This
the
was-
Creaky Tiki.
This was
last weekend.
$5 and
That's
all
it.
night.
I love
So
beer
that's
beer.
where we started drinking. So to talk about, get back to the drinks we've had, blasters, Jägermeister and Red Bull,
Oh,
and we would just pound those, and it
I
was,
want to try that.
and it would make you feel terrible in the morning. But they would like,
oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I've had many. Actually, I've had Jaegers in
You
Red
know-
Bulls
you
plenty of
know-
times.
yeah,
I used to hang.
blasters.
I had a Toronto friend, and if you ever go to Toronto, Jaeger's the #1 drink. Dude, I'm telling you, it's good. And it's a cool night. Like if you don't
Right.
do too much other stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what else is cool? Fernet is a like Italian version. It has
Yep.
that black licorice you felt. There's a pier in Santa Cruz, Taco Tuesdays, $5. You could get a drink of Fernet and like a lobster taco.
Huh.
It's money, and it's the same night you could go like do rides for $1.
So another one that I got on for a while was Rockstar and drop a shot of Crown Royal in the Rockstar. That was good.
That's a heart attack in the
You know what?
Oh,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like all these just sound like they're gonna kill you.
You
anything
gotta-
with the when
the
we
energy
went through the
drink.
phase with the energy drinks. Like,
yeah.
Why can't
let's
we
put
not?
our
Before,
booze
before it was bad.
in it,
Before
yeah.
everybody found out it was bad.
Can
Let's
you make
put a
it
downer with an upper? Let's
Yeah.
go.
right.
I want that flavor, but without the energy.
See,
You know what I mean?
Like with the Crown and Rockstar, you could go through the bottle of Crown in like
It
20
cuts through
minutes.
booze so well.
like no
right.
big deal.
That's a good way of putting it.
But I think at the same
you're not
time
super
you
fucked
process
up.
process
because
the
you're
booze
really
faster
fucked up.
because
You're
the
just-
your
Your heart
metabolism
is just beating out
Yeah,
of
but
your
that
fucking chest.
sugar just makes you
It kills you in the
feel,
morning.
Yeah, it feels you feel better than you should feel.
Have you ever
And you're
seen
like,
the
oh, I feel like a champ, and then like you said, you wake up in the morning, and you're like, what in the fuck happened to me last
Yeah.
night?
Have you ever seen the video where it's like this guy's chest is pumping
that's
out of his
bullshit.
rib cage,
That's
and they're like,
bullshit.
he had 17 Red Bulls and vodkas,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm like, what
Yeah, and
the
the
fuck?
shit's like broke through his
I'll-
fucking rib cage, and it's like, yeah, dude, don't fall for that shit.
I'll take a fucking vodka cran
Yeah.
and try to make sure my urinary tracks
You're urinary.
You don't get a UTI?
yeah, exactly. Cranberry
Cool.
me, please.
I'll take it Red Bull and vodka and what are the other energy drinks?
Oh, Red Bull.
Yeah.
You got to do Rockstar.
Back that
and-
up with a Rockstar and
Monster.
on ice, please.
Mm.
Okay, real quick, last thing before we finish, give me your favorite energy drink and let's see if we get sponsored. Foy, I'm gonna say it's mine that you got me today. I don't know where I put the bottle,
Cockstar.
but
your,
it's the
your Rockstar Baja Mango.
the Baja Mango is just the can is pretty. It's muddy
Wow.
in flavor.
Wow.
Yeah, I like the powder blue. It looks like the San Diego Chargers.
no,
you know what I
it's
mean?
the
The
Los
powder blue.
Angeles Chargers.
Oh yeah.
He
Damn
forgets.
it.
He forgets.
Well, it's easy to forget. I forgot about the Chargers since '94.
Yeah, they
when
play in
beat
a
them the
stadium
Super
that
Bowl.
holds fucking 28,000 people.
Yeah, it's a college soccer stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, I vacillate. For me, like
What
if
do you-
I drink,
what?
if I drink energy drinks, it's not just one. Like I go through my kicks. Like I'm back to the Rockstar Fruit Punch, which I like, but I like the Bang energy drinks are good.
Bang bang.
I haven't had a bang in a while.
It's been a while.
I'm a classic guy. I'm a Red Bull guy.
I don't
To-
like
at the end of
regular
the
Red
day,
Bull.
I'll go
I'll
low-
drink
low-
yellow Red Bull.
Gardner, what do you use for energy?
Mm.
I know it's not. It doesn't come out of like an enlarged can.
The sun.
This,
Go out and get my vitamin D.
There you go.
it's all about photosynthesis.
That's right.
you know. Well, hey.
Oh, what, you're not gonna ask Rekka what he likes? I mean, holy shit.
Oh, actually, he's the most versed probably person in fucking
So
energy
I go,
drinks.
I go Green Monster, and if I have to substitute and I can find it, it's Lost.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lost.
Lost.
What's that called?
Lost.
Lost.
The white can one?
The black can with the white writing.
Are you really that out of energy that
No.
you need an
No.
energy
I just like the taste.
No,
It
it
does
just-
taste good.
it
It's like
doesn't
you
give me
I
any
know. I
idea.
do. I do appreciate the taste.
I'm not gonna go buy like a Coke or I don't do none of that. So it's like
Rockstar. What is that?
when I
Paul?
go to work, I can't have a beer, so
Baja
I'll have an
Mango.
energy drink and I'll have a Monster, and I love the fucking flavor. I love the taste. It doesn't do shit for me.
No,
now.
I just like the
Just
taste.
remember,
That's his point.
Hold My Whistle loves all these energy drinks. I hope you're listening. Okay. I'm not saying I'm putting ourselves out there, but we are. Okay.
But stay slick,
stay slick and
be epic.
always epiceyewear.com. Check it out. Whistle 10. 10% off.
Get your shades.
and
Dude, the
chicken
French
shit and honey.
chicken
honey.
shit and honey. Johnny, yeah. Johnny Slick, stay slick, 10%. I want someone to give us like 50%.
Wow, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
No, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like Paulo.
Yeah.
I want 50%.
I want free. I want 100%.
Free 50. No, not gonna work. That's not good business.
I'll
I'm
take
always
100%
looking for
off.
promo codes. I just want to see how so
This motherfucker
It's
just
in the
hit
works.
Buffalo
So-
Wild Wings.
it's in the works. It's probably going to get done. Okay. I don't want to throw it out there because this is what I do. It's kind of fun for me. I throw out an email.
Well, throw it out.
And
Throw it
three,
out.
and 3
Throw it
weeks
out.
later, they hit me up and they're like, "Sure, we'll give you a promo code." It's called Nutty Buddy. It's a cup. You want to cup check me? Hit me in the balls. I got a Nutty Buddy on. Okay, and it's funny, but it's like a new shape of
Right.
and they're from baseball. They're like primarily baseball, but you can use it for other sports. a lot of others, MMA and blah 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 blah. But the promo code potentially is hold my nutty. So, and they're dude, check them out, nuttybuddy.com. If you're into baseball, which, pony season, a couple months away.
You're like 5 months away.
Buy
like
your
the
Nutty
World
Buddies
Series
now.
just ended. and
Or
you're
if you
big.
like wearing a cap.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe you need to protect your. Maybe you got friends like Sean Foy who like walk by you and like give you the meanest backhand
Or
right on
maybe
your tip.
you just can't see what you put in that cup.
Maybe you just want to look like your sack's bigger than it is.
You're
you're
creating a bulge.
Yeah, create the bulge with a Nutty Buddy. And they have, dude, you have to see the sizes
and
they
you know
have.
what the code is? BBM.
BBM.
No, hold my nutty, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Hold my nutty.
Yeah.
That's good, Paulo. You came up with that all by yourself?
Well, no, I asked you,
Oh,
and then you were like, "Yeah, that." Oh no, I asked Elise.
yeah.
Elise was like, "Oh yeah, that's
witty.
yeah."
Very witty. All right. I think we've hit all the topics tonight. It's about that time.
Great
We're
night. Thanks, hey,
We're rambling.
4 wise men. Thanks for showing up.
Anytime.
It's another episode of My Whistle. I'm Paulo.
I'm Raka.
I'm Foy.
And I'm toot toot. Here comes the diesel.
Hit the music.
We're fucking out.
Kill it.
Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Hold My Whistle. This episode was brought to you by EpicEyewear.com, my personal choice for shades on and off the practice field. So check out EpicEyewear.com and use promo code WHISTLE10 on your next purchase. Remember, EpicEyewear.com.